Hi everyone. This just arrived on my doorstep today from BJD. I did a layaway with them for this Dream Valley doll, and I have to look at the name on my phone because it's quite a name title. So this is a Dream Valley Abysmal Sea Tea Party Rin Jellyfish. And I think, judging from the size, it's probably like 1/4. I have this little Dream Valley Cocoa bunny here, who is blank. And I've never had a bigger doll from Dream Valley before, but lately I've been getting into, or I've been very interested in like sea creature type dolls. I don't have a mermaid doll at all. Probably will someday. Well, no, I take it back. I do have a mermaid doll. It's really small though. And also blank. I have a lot of blank dolls and I need to start focusing on getting face-ups. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to set little Coco aside here, maybe just off there, and open this up. See what we get. It was raining today and the box was on my porch. There was a little bit of condensation on the taped areas, so I'm hoping it'll otherwise be okay. Let's see. I think it actually got delivered after it was done raining, but just residual water in the air or something might have been out there. Alright, so box is open. I'm trying to be more careful about cutting boxes because I keep kind of doing little slices along the top of the contents. So here's the Dream Valley box, and I just scored the tiniest little slice partially through some of it. I tried to be careful, but that's okay. So here's the box. Fits nice and neat inside of this shipping box. Set that aside. Yeah, I did a tiny little scrape, and it's kind of right through their logo and pretty much nowhere else. Oh well. So here's this box. It's all black, and it just has the Dream Valley logo in white there. And it's a lift-off lid. A lot of times when I see individual artists making boxes or making dolls, and then they get to the point where they're ready to sell them, and they always ask about how important is the box that it comes in. I don't think it's that important. I mean, it certainly should be protective, whatever they send it in, but it is always impressive to get a very nice, sturdy, and pleasant looking box. All I'm gonna say. So their logo is on the inside. There is a QR code or I should say the logo's on the outside, the QR code's on the inside. I don't know what that is. I suppose I could check it out later. So opening it up, there's a little COA envelope, I would guess, right here. It's a very nice kind of pearlescent fabric. I'm just going to look outside for a second. Oh, my son shouldn't be home for a while, but he's on the bus and I just have to make sure. So anyway, it's a pearlescent envelope, black, with their logo in silver. So it just kind of pops open. Let's see what's in here. I do have one other thing, I think, from Dream Valley. It's a little bust. So it's not even a full doll. It doesn't have a head or anything. It's just a bust to put a head onto. Now see, I should order a mermaid from Dream Valley because they have postcards here with a mermaid on it. So the first card in here is a Dream Valley card, and it's written in, I don't know, Chinese, Korean maybe. There's more QR codes. I think this is a blank COA to fill in because there's 3 lines that have words and then lines to the left for you to fill in, or me, I should say. So this is probably the COA here. It's just blank for me to fill in. Here's some pictures of some of their dolls. This is one of their mermaid dolls. It's very cool. Here's another one. I actually considered getting her. Oh, and then here's some pictures of the dolls, of the doll that I got. So I can't remember which one I ordered though. I mean, I think I do. I think I remember. So when they announced these Jellyfish dolls, there was 2 different dolls. I can't remember what the name of the other one is. And I think that I got, like, basically it's the same body, but you had a choice with the body to be either clear resin or solid resin. And then the head sculpts were different. So Rin, I think the one that I got is the open-eyed one, and then the other one, I don't remember her name, is more of a like sleepy eye or closed. It's not completely closed, but I think I got the one with the open eyes. So that was all that was in the envelope there. And all those cards also had QR codes on the back of them, so it's probably just a way to see more information about whatever Dream Valley is offering. So here is just a protective piece of foam, and then ooh, that resin smell. Goodness gracious. So here's the body. Wow, yes. So I would say, even though it's like longer because of the jellyfish body, it's still the human portion of the body actually might even be like 1/6. I don't know, 1/4. I don't know. So here she is, all nicely packed in. Can't see much now because she's really set down deep into the protective foam. But like this bell right here is the jellyfish bell. It's supposed to look like her skirt. And then there's these tendrils coming down here that are like the, I don't know, what are those things called? The jellyfish strings? I'm not sure. So this is like a little bit different than their typical foam setting for most dolls, because you usually have like a human form, right? Like 2 legs and whatever. So they had to do like 3 spaces here because there is 3 tentacles coming down. Tentacles, that's what I was looking for. I don't know if that's really what they're called for jellyfish though. And then like the bell shape, the body, and then her head, and then there are arms, and then there's a couple little side things here. Oh, maybe they're alternate hands. Yeah, they are. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Let's see what these are. And then eyes with putty. I'm just gonna take a look at these eyes. They look purple, which I love purple. So let's see what we have. I don't know if it was random eyes that came with or specific eyes, but yes, these are definitely purple. Just kind of basic, like, I don't know, resin. I don't know if that's resin, but I know the light isn't like showing the purple. Kind of looks brown in the video to me, but they're nice. And then there was putty included, so that's nice. The hands, so looks like there are it's just one extra set of hands, which I don't know if I realized they came with extra hands. Probably said that in the description, I just forgot. I keep track of my dolls like when I order them, so I can kind of remember that I have them on order. And this was $166 from date of order to date of delivery to me, which I figured is about 5 months, which is average for dolls. So this is really cute. This is those hands that make like the little like heart. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. So look at these tiny little hands. This has got to be considered like a 1/6 doll, I would guess, just from the size. I mean, lengthwise, she's probably close to 1/4, 1/3. No, not 1/3, 1/4. But you'll see once she comes out, it's like the body and the head are definitely more on the 1/6 side. So let me be like super careful here. I got her blank because although the full set and the coloring and everything that Dream Valley had for this doll was lovely, I just have some other ideas for it. Not that I'm necessarily going to do those other ideas myself, that is. Oh my goodness, I'm so worried with all these little pieces. Let's see. Bring her arms forward. She lives. There's a hand. Yeah, goodness, I would say she's got to be considered like 1/6. It's just that the jellyfish body part makes her longer. All right, careful, careful, careful. This is such a cool doll. I'm so excited. I don't even know how I would display her unless the tentacles can handle her weight, but I don't think that that's necessarily recommended. Although they are jointed. Look at this doll. It looks like a ghost. Alright, so you can see the foam was very nicely fitted to her. I had to take her out extra careful. So I think it's just white resin for her body, and then clear resin for her jellyfish parts. Now I want to say there was also an option to get this sculpt, like the face sculpt, or either one as a human doll, I think. I don't know, but I was absolutely entranced by the jellyfish body. I love jellyfish. I think they're so peaceful, and I think when I read about how they basically can live forever, that there is some medicinal things that we could learn from them or by them or whatever. Alright, so anyway, done loving about jellyfish. Let me just put her face up close here so you guys can see the sculpt. Look at those little ears. They're kind of like little bit triangle-ish and kind of pointed down. On the back is the Dream Valley medallion. It's just a really cute little sculpt. I don't know, I like it. The arms are just, I forget, like double jointed, so it has like a elbow joint where you can bend it like that, and then you can bend her arm in all the way. Very nice. Pretty good range on movement there. Let's see if it's easy to take the head cap off. Yep, it's magnetized by 3 magnets on the inside. A nice S-hook set in on the inside there. It looks like it has, you know, I don't know. I feel like, I still feel new to the doll hobby, even though I've been in it probably going on 10 years now. I guess I'm more new to resin than vinyl, because that's kind of what I started out with, was vinyl. But I like how some doll companies, or I feel like more doll companies now, are doing like the main cross where the S would go through, where the S hook would go through, but then there's also a secondary smaller cross where once you've got everything set, you kind of set it in and it's like locked position. I think that's kind of nice. Maybe that's a typical thing, I don't know. But anyway, there's nice deep eyes or eye wells to set eyes in. Even though these are tiny little eyes, let's see what one of these eyes looks like in here, just to give it an idea. Now I suppose, because she is a jellyfish, there are clear jellyfish out there. I wouldn't necessarily have to do anything with her jellyfish body part, but I do. I want to color it. I want to get some colors on it. So yeah, these eyes fit pretty nicely. They're pretty good. They are just the right size, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if I will use them for her for sure, but I'm glad to have something for her eyes. And it was very easy to just set it in there. Oh, you know what? On the Dream Valley, the medallion on the back of the head, there's like a little protective like peel coating. Do people leave those on or off? If it's under a wig, what difference does it make, right? I might just leave it on. Alright, so I'm going to set that back on her head. Yeah, wouldn't you say, you guys, like, just, like, she's got to be, like, considered 1/6. I don't know. Her head can swivel around pretty nicely. Pretty good. Able to look up and down. Alright, so now let's look at this really fantastic jellyfish part. So the bell is kind of like set, like you can't turn it. I don't really know why you would, but if you can see underneath there, this connector point here, it looks like the whole thing can move. So, oh, her body can move though within the bell, so that's good. I feel like, yeah, then this whole thing can move too, which is pretty cool. So coming out of the bell, there is like one solid resin piece that's like, it's kind of like a flower with 3 petals, right? So it's kind of like an upside down flower. And then from those 3 petals is each tentacle. And each tentacle is jointed. Let's see how many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So there's 5 pieces, 4 joints. Isn't it cool? So like you could kind of like, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, it's a little bit limited in how you would pose it per se, because of the tendrils that are all around it. Like you can't necessarily go a certain way because otherwise you might get close to like breaking a tendril. But it allows for some posing of, you know, these tentacles a little bit. So the question is, do I dare try to stand her on this? Let's see what happens. I don't know if there was any warning that said don't do that, but I mean, these can actually spread out pretty far, and I'm gonna say it's not very supportive, because if I let go, she would probably just topple that way. So I'm gonna say she probably can't stand on her own. So I'll probably have to get her a specific type of stand or something so that she can be displayed. But I really like her. I love this jellyfish design. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Each little piece of the tentacles are just like these flowing, flowery looking things. I don't know what jellyfish they like took inspiration from per se, because some jellyfish just have almost like strings hanging down. Her little hands are so delicate. They're so cute. I kind of want to switch them for the little heart hands though, just because that's so adorable. But here she is. I think she's just so cute. And you know, this Coco I bought secondhand. Well, my husband bought it for me, but I found it like from a nearby seller. So I think that they're probably the same resin, and like the same resin color, at least, you know, for the white part. And Coco's got to be at least, well, more than a year old, maybe 2 years old. I don't know when it was originally released, but just to comment on it, the resin still matches pretty nicely. Like, I haven't done a lot with this bunny, and I just keep him kind of displayed in a cabinet, so I would say the resin for Dream Valley is aging nicely, just as I said that. So here she is. I think she's stunning. This is definitely a doll that is more display than play. But just because of all these edges, I would be worried that even taking her out and like getting her in different pictures or whatever, you could accidentally break off one of these things. The resin feels quite thick, like even on the tendrils. I would say, you know, it's decent, like where it's not gonna like just suddenly crack out of nowhere. But just because of how delicate they look, I feel like I would have to be careful with her. So anyway, I'm really excited by this jellyfish doll. I'm excited to dive into sea creature type dolls. Oh, terrible. But I really like her. I think she's pretty cool. And I'm pretty happy to have a bigger Dream Valley doll. I guess this would be my third item from them. But definitely my first bigger doll from them. So I'm very pleased with the quality. I'm super excited about this. Like, just, what would this be? Is this fantasy or anthro or both? I don't know, because there really isn't jellyfish people in the world. But it's kind of animal and human, right? So I don't know. I guess anthro is a fantasy type doll, but I love her. I'm super excited for her, and I can't wait to find a way to properly display her and get her some coloring and maybe some clothes. I don't know. Do sea creatures need clothes? They have the water. So I'm enjoying this. I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick review. And if you have any questions about her, or if anybody else has picked up one of these Abysmal Tea Party jellyfish dolls, please share or let me know. The other option for the jellyfish part was solid resin, like the dolls, and they looked really cool too. I don't know, they're just so beautiful. I'm so excited for this doll. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna have to like scooch this forward. Let me see. Have a great dolly day, everybody.